Saturday, May 25th is bringing Taylor versus Catterall 2. The hate runs deep. This is a rematch long overdue and many people had forgotten, but the fight and the rivalry is as intense as ever. Let's talk about this upcoming match. After over 2 years and now several months, plus a couple of delays, Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall are going to face off again in a promotion of their rematch that is entitled Hate Runs Deep. There could not be a more accurate billing for a fight than that title for these two combatants. The two men genuinely do not like one another. And ever since they first faced off, which was in February of 2022, in a split decision win for Josh Taylor, who was at that time the undisputed junior welterweight champion, Catterall has been chomping at the bit to get back at Taylor, leading up to a situation where they genuinely had bad blood toward one another going into the original promotion and how the fight played out. We got a chance to see Taylor come out of that with a decision that many people did not agree with. Taylor was knocked down for the first time in his career in that fight. He was cut. He was even battered as he tried to stalk Catterall, who fought like an old school fighter from the 50s, using his southpaw advantage, using the ability to face Josh with no fear, making Josh run into shots. What we saw in this fight also was the fact that even in the pressers, these men could not resist putting hands on one another. Even in this rematch, the presser showed them squaring off and laying hands. They can't wait to let punches fly, and we can't wait to see them live. You see, in order to have a rivalry, you have to have something that sits at the base of things between the two combatants. And first of all, Catterall recognized that Taylor didn't want to fight him at the junior welterweight division's limit to begin with. He wanted to face him at a catchweight, and Catterall was not a fan of that. He had felt that he earned his stripes and it was time for his title challenge. So Taylor, who had been enjoying himself being the champion, found his way to really needle Catterall, whose now record is 28-1 with 13 KOs. El Gato, as he is known in the boxing world, is a fighter who has waited patiently for the opportunity to prove himself after dropping that single defeat to Josh Taylor back in 2022, and he felt that he never really lost that fight. He felt that it was a political decision, and both men, hailing from the UK, found themselves at odds. People were split down the middle. Who was the guy that they supported? But if you were to watch the battle, you could see that Catterall was really ready for Taylor. He had studied him. He boxed him the in the appropriate way, made Taylor come after him and pieced him up, took him apart in a technical performance that, like I said, was a throwback. Catterall reminded me of the guys that you can watch in the old black and white films of the 40s and 50s. The way he was boxing, Taylor taking him apart, taking the openings and making Taylor look inadequate as he attacked. He didn't make adjustments. He came in one way, one style, and though Taylor is a southpaw also, he found himself at a tremendous disadvantage because Catterall's IQ was superior to what he had shown during the match. Also, the Tartan Tornado, whose record now is 19-1 with 13 KOs after suffering a defeat to Teofimo Lopez, is coming into this fight with something to prove. He's going to have to turn back this challenge from Catterall, but no longer a champion, he's actually in the same status as Catterall. So he's going to have to prove to us whether or not he still has what it takes at this stage of his career. He's 33 years of age, whereas Catterall is 30. Now, he's a couple of inches taller than Catterall at 5'10", where Catterall is 5'7". If this fight starts out like the original fight, where Catterall is on the back foot, making Taylor come forward, it is not necessarily a good thing for Josh Taylor. Taylor is going to have to mix up his attack in this fight. We know that he can be overly aggressive, which allows fighters to counter him and pick him apart. Also, because he is no longer an undefeated fighter, and he has proven to us his antics outside of the ring may have caused him to not be in the greatest of condition over his last several matches. He's going to have to revisit the hunger, but an aging fighter who has to cut weight at a lower weight class like junior welter is going to have some problems. Catterall is still in the midst of a prime. Taylor is coming out of a prime. And to revisit the fact that this is the man that first put you on the canvas for the first time in your career, you're going to have to bring something different. My thoughts are this revenge type situation may live up to the adage of it's a dish best served when old and cold, because Catterall was very hot-headed in the beginning after this, and with the delays and the fact that Taylor has shown that he wasn't really interested in facing him again, it has put things on ice somewhat, with the fire still burning beneath the surface, simmering with thoughts of Taylor in mind as far as Catterall is concerned. But Taylor now has something to fight for as well. He's going to have to prove that he is truly the better fighter. Hailing from where he comes from over in the UK, he still can show a one-man upsmanship on Catterall if he can revisit and turn back the clock for this match. This is something that can be understood amongst the UK fans. The international and Western audiences may not necessarily understand the significance of this bout, but me, I'm bringing it to you the straight way because this is a significant fight between the two of these men, and it very well may turn into a heated affair, which is why I would suggest to please tune in and check them out. What do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about Taylor versus Catterall 2, Hate Runs Deep. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.